Hey guys, just wanted to quickly post an update. Just received a Tesla software update to 2018.14 yesterday, and I believe I was among one of the early ones to get this new version, and just wanted to give a quick overview of what it's all about and some of the things I've discovered so far. First of all, if we go to the release notes here, you can see that the only updates that are actually mentioned are related to the accessing the owner manual from the Tesla menu, the T button, which really isn't that amazing of a feature, but it's there. And then opening the front and the rear trunk via the Tesla mobile app. And apparently some of you folks who had version 2018.12 and might have been earlier actually already had this feature. So I was previously on 2018.6.1. This is a 2016 Model S 75 built in around June, so it's AP1. But there are some things with this update that I did notice. One thing people have been talking about is the browser upgrade. You can see right here, CNN is actually fully rendered and displaying properly in the browser right now, which it never used to be able to come close to doing that. But before we get into that, one thing that I was kind of passionate about that's fixed is if we go to the media settings, that I used to be chronically plagued with the TuneIn loading errors, especially with podcasts, and kind of had reported this issue to the service center many times, have posted in the forums about this, and basically I've been living with the problem. But since this upgrade, I've noticed that the problem is now actually fixed. I had some podcasts here like Pod Save America, Stuff You Should Know, tech stuff that would never play. Stuff You Should Know actually worked for a couple months when I got the car and then totally stopped working. But now, suddenly after this update,
hey everyone, let's talk about picking out blinds.
It works great. And if I go back, I know Tesla Tidbits actually posted in episode 380 or actually 381 about a loading error issue they were having with issues, I think episodes 374 to 381, I believe. And even after the problem went away, all these episodes would still give you a loading error. And now, actually, if I select one of those,
a new firmware update enables Model 3 heated seating.
Works perfectly. So it looks like that problem is resolved. I'm very excited about that. All my podcasts that I used to have to use my phone to listen to appear to be working great and playing properly. So that issue is not mentioned in the release notes, but the loading error issue is addressed. So a great feature. Next, we'll go quickly into the browser. As I mentioned before, it looks like this was upgraded as well, but not really mentioned in the release notes. Basically, it renders properly. It's definitely faster. I wouldn't say it's lightning fast, but by any means. But let's do a couple tests here. So if we want to go ahead and launch YouTube here, and right now I think I got 3 bars of LTE. So once again, it's not as fast as your smartphone, but for a Tesla browser, this is not bad. Let's go back and launch. Go back to let's go to TMC here, Tesla Motor Club, and this never really used to render properly, or would take a long time to actually display the content. And I know there are a couple ads that pop up, but you can see it actually it's pretty much loaded here, and you can already interact with the screen, read some of the articles and whatnot. So much better. And one thing I also did notice was when I did some tests, I wanted to just take a look at the LTE speeds. And when I ran that test, normally I get about anywhere from 300 to 500 kilobytes per second. And when I was running this last night, I started seeing rates like this, actually much higher. I was closer to 10 megabits per second, but never consistently got these kind of rates. So you can see that something has been improved here. I don't know if that's just the browser improvements or if there actually has been some connectivity updates, but 6.7, not bad. So anyway, aside from that, people have been asking about the navigation system. I really don't think there are any changes unless as somebody mentioned, that they're being downloaded, but the maps look essentially the same. So I don't think anything is noticeable at this point. If there are any changes, I'll let you guys know. But other than that, very happy with this update. Fixed really the one last major problem I had with my Tesla, which is I love listening to podcasts on my drive to work, and that's now fixed. So thanks again, Tesla. Great update, and keep them coming.